Welcome back to another installment of my favorite series where I talk about some of my favorite underhyped fantasy books. Starting off, we have the Broken Prophecy series by Anna Applegate and Helen D'Amico. Book 1 is called Blooms of Darkness. And if you have not already added this to your TBR or read this book, you absolutely have to, because this is a fae romantasy meets The Bachelorette. Our FMC is the princess of her kingdom, and because her father, the king, has fallen ill, he has decided to enact an archaic tradition, basically where powerful fae from all across the land can travel to the kingdom so that they can compete for our FMC's hand in marriage. Our FMC is not thrilled, to say the least. And an even larger problem about this is that our princess, she has no magic, which is a huge issue in this society. And if any of the contestants find this out, everyone's basically doomed. Most of the contestants seem pretty abysmal. That is until our broody, morally gray, dark-haired, shadow-wielding fae warrior steps forward. But he seems to know quite a few more of our FMC secrets than she would like to admit. This series was truly so much fun, and book 2 is even better than book 1. Like, book 2 absolutely blew me away, and I know that by my description, the plot seems a little bit lighthearted. I can promise you it absolutely takes a turn, and it becomes a much more epic fantasy story with a lot of politics and an extremely epic world. Next up, we have another favorite of mine, and that is the Dragon Queen series by E.C. Garrett. Book 1 is The Forgotten and the Feared. Yes, I've been talking about this forever, and no, I don't plan on stopping. This is a dark gridmark fantasy where our FMC and her adopted sister are dragged against their will to compete in the Bloody Gauntlet, which is a tournament held by the evil Fae King and all of his cronies. And in this gauntlet, the contestants are forced to fight each other and then eventually slay a dragon, because the dragons are also being held captive by the evil Fae. The sisters are forced to train at the Fae Palace, and while doing so, they become a little bit entangled in some romantic relationships, and they also learn even more about the corruption that's going on in their kingdom. Our anti-hero FMC is going to need to decide if she wants to step forth and claim her birthright and fight against injustice, or if she wants to stay back in the shadows where she's comfortable. This series will always have a very special place in my heart because of the exceptional found family, the mental health representation, the romances, our anti-hero FMC, who I absolutely love, and the constant fight against injustice, oppression, and corruption. And finally, for this installment, we have A Holy Maiden's Guide to Getting Kidnapped by Katie Nyquist. This is an excellently written medieval-esque romantasy that is both witty and hilarious while simultaneously covering a plethora of very deep and important topics, and I think it's just very underrated. Our FMC is a holy healer that can save anyone she touches, but the price for that is every single person she saves takes a day off of her life. She lives in a kingdom where the corrupt are in charge, and one of the cardinals in particular has been abusing her gifts, has taken her brother hostage, and has been forbidding her to ever leave the city. Our FMC is feeling a bit discouraged until a Dark Lord stumbles into her life, but he is severely injured, but he refuses to let her heal him because he does not want her to pay the price. So the two form a bit of an unlikely friendship, if you will, and they end up working together to fight the corrupt in power, protect the refugees on the outside of their city, and prevent a war and try to stay alive. This book has excellent representation, very intriguing political maneuvering, and complex commentaries that will make you giggle at the satirical tone the entire time that you're reading. Do you guys plan on reading any of these? Let me know in the comments.